Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share this quick and easy knit look crochet scarf pattern with you. It is a simple 2-row repeat which gives you a nice knit look texture. The matching hat will be published next week. Now let's take a look and see what we need to make this lovely crochet scarf. To make this scarf in adult size, I used 3 skeins of Bernat Softy Chunky yarn, which is a size 6 super bulky yarn. Along with that, I also used an 8mm size L crochet hook. So gather your supplies and let's get started. To begin, chain 169. This is to make a scarf that is 70 inches long before adding the tassels. You can chain any odd number to adjust the length of your scarf. So go ahead and chain 169. I'm going to chain a smaller odd number, but you can go ahead and chain 169. I have now chained 21 chains. I'm just making a small swatch. You will have a very long chain of 169 right now. So now let's begin row 1. For that, we will be working into the back bumps of the chain. If you look at the back side, you will see tiny loops behind, and that is where we will work our stitches. So work into the bump, the second one from the edge. Into that, work a single crochet. Now work a single crochet into each of the bumps behind your chains. All the way to the end of this row. So at the end of this row, you will have 168 single crochet stitches. Now work into the back bump of the very last chain to complete row 1. And before you turn your work to work the next row, place a marker on this side of the fabric to indicate the right side. And now turn and let's begin row 2. Chain 1 to begin row 2. Now every row from this row will be worked only into the back loop. So this is the front loop of your stitch and this is the back loop. You will insert your hook only under the back loop like that while working all your stitches. For the next one, you'll go under the back loop like that and so on. So we have made our beginning chain 1 into the first stitch. Going under the back loop only, work a slip stitch. So insert under the back loop only and complete a slip stitch. Now work a half double crochet in the back loop only of the next stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop of the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops to complete your half double crochet. A slip stitch in the back loop only of the next stitch. A half double crochet in the back loop only of the next stitch. Slip stitch in the back loop only of the next stitch. Keep working slip stitches and half double crochet stitches alternating with each other, going only into the back loops all the way until you have just one stitch left at the very end of your work. So this entire row is worked just under the back loop of your stitches. Slip stitch. I have now reached my very last stitch, and into that I will work a half double crochet going under both the loops as usual. So this last stitch we are going under both the loops of the stitch and not just the back loops. So that brings us to the end of row 2. Now to begin row 3, chain 1, turn your work. We just finished with a half double crochet, so we will start with a half double crochet. The idea of this stitch pattern is that every row you will work a half double crochet into a half double crochet and a slip stitch into a slip stitch. So let's begin by working a half double crochet into the back loop only of the very first stitch. Remember, we ended with a half double crochet, so we are starting with a half double crochet in the back loop only, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next stitch, a half double crochet in the back loop only of the next stitch, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next stitch, a half double crochet in the back loop only of the next stitch, and so on. I have my last 2 stitches now, so I will work a half double crochet into the next stitch going under the back loop only, and in the very last stitch again I will work a slip stitch going under the back loop only. So this time we're going just under the back loop for the slip stitch. Now to begin row 4, chain 1, turn your work. So now we ended with a slip stitch, so we will begin with a slip stitch. So work a slip stitch in the back loop only of the very first stitch, a half double crochet in the back loop of the next stitch, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next, a half double crochet in the back loop only of the next stitch, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next, and so on. Keep working like that. And when you reach at the very end, I like to go under both the loops if I'm working a half double crochet into that. So I'm working my very last stitch, which is a half double crochet for this row, and I'm going under both the loops and completing my half double crochet. Now go ahead and repeat rows 3 and 4 more times to make your scarf wider, and I'll come back and show you how to add the last 2 rows. If at any point you're getting confused whether you're working into a half double crochet or a slip stitch, this is a way to tell which one it is. For the half double crochet stitches, they look pretty big and they also have an extra loop running beneath it, a tiny half loop. The slip stitch will be much smaller and have no loop in front of it. So this is a slip stitch and it's tiny, while this is a half double crochet again, which is big and has a small tiny loop under it on the right side as well. So that is how you tell if you are at a single crochet, at a slip stitch or a half double crochet. And for this pattern, like I mentioned earlier, you will work a slip stitch into a slip stitch and a half double crochet into a half double crochet. So that's a tip to keep in mind. I have now completed repeating rows 3 and 4 times, and now we're ready for the last row on this edge. So to begin that row, chain 1 and turn. So this row is similar to row 3, but we will be working single crochet stitches in place of the half double crochet. So that is the only difference. So go ahead and work a single crochet in the back loop only of the first stitch, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next stitch, a single crochet in the back loop only of the next, a slip stitch in the back loop only of the next, a single crochet in the back loop only of the next, and so on. Keep working that sequence all the way to the end, and end with a slip stitch in the back loop only of the very last stitch. Now fasten off, leaving a 7-inch tail on this side. We will blend that into the tassels later. Once you fasten off, leaving a 7-inch tail, do not turn your work. We will work one more single crochet row along this edge, starting from the opposite end of your ending tail. So go ahead and slip stitch into the very first stitch. I'm going under one loop, and then work a single crochet into the same stitch. The first one will be a little tight, so take your time. And one single crochet into each stitch across all the way to the end of your row. And once you work a single crochet in the very last stitch, again fasten off with a 7-inch tail. Our scarf is now finished. We just have to add tassels along the edges. So we have left some tails along here, long 7-inch tails. What we will do is, while working our tassels, we will blend these tails into the tassels so we don't have to weave them in. The tassels should be attached to the right side of your scarf where you had placed the marker initially. You will be attaching the tassels from that side of the fabric. To make the tassels, wrap the yarn around a small book a few times. We're trying to cut strands of equal length. And cut along one edge. That will give you strands of equal length. You can cut many like that and then start attaching your tassel. First attach a tassel to this end and to this corner and to this corner, and then we'll attach one in the middle, and then one here and one here. Now since we have 2 strands already at this corner, we will only take 2 strands of yarn, fold it in the middle like that, and we have to work our tassels on the right side of the scarf where we have the marker. So from under the corner, insert your hook up pull this loop into the scarf. So now you have that loop, and what we will do is grab all these tails, including the ones already there, and then pull it through the loop like that and tug gently. So that's how you attach your tassel. I will show one more time. We are now going to work on this corner, and here we have just one tail left, so we will take 3 strands at a time and fold it in the middle like that and pull through like we did last time. Insert your hook from under and grab those 3 strands, pull through, and once you have a loop, grab all the strands including the extra strand and pull through that loop and tug gently. Now you can go ahead and add 1 in the middle and 2 more here and trim your tassel to complete your scarf. If you enjoyed working this knit look crochet scarf, don't forget to like, subscribe and press that bell icon to receive notifications when I post new patterns. Thank you so much for watching.